Let me ask you something before we even begin. Have you ever walked into a room, not saying a word, not trying to do anything, and felt eyes on you? Like something about your presence alone shifted the air in that space? Like people paused, even just for a second, and something inside them said, "Who is that?" If that has ever happened to you, I need you to stay with me right now, because what is coming through in this energy today is absolutely not something I can stay quiet about. There is someone in your life, and they are close, closer than you may currently realize, and what they are feeling for you right now is the kind of thing that changes a person. Not a little crush. Not casual interest. What I am picking up on is a full shift happening inside of this individual. Something awakened in them the moment you entered their awareness, and they have not been the same since. And the most stunning part? They never expected it. They never saw you coming. And that is exactly why they cannot shake it. So take a breath. Settle in. Because the universe has been holding something for you, and today, it is time for you to receive it. The very first thing that is hitting me with your energy right now is this feeling of someone watching you from a quiet place. Not in a strange way, in a reverent way. Like the way you watch something rare and beautiful and you almost do not want to breathe too loud because you do not want to disturb it. That is genuinely how this person sees you. There is a tenderness in how they observe you, and underneath that tenderness is something they are almost afraid to name because naming it would make it real. And making it real means admitting that you have gotten under their skin in a way no one else ever has. I keep feeling this sense of them replaying moments with you. Little moments. The way you said something. The way you laughed. The way you handled a situation that would have broken someone else. And every time they replay it, the feeling gets stronger. They are not trying to fall for you. They did not plan this. But here they are, completely caught. And I want you to hear this clearly, this is not just attraction. What is coming through is emotional investment. Deep, rooted, real investment. This person cares about what happens to you. They care about your mood. They care about your future. When something good happens for you, even if they only hear about it from a distance, there is a warmth that moves through them. And when they think something or someone has not treated you right, there is a protectiveness that rises up in them that genuinely surprises even themselves. Now let me talk about you for a moment, because the energy around you right now is genuinely something. There is something about the way you carry yourself that is not common. It is not something people can immediately describe when they try to talk about you, they just know that something is different. Something is elevated. Like you have walked through fire and come out not just intact, but refined. Like the things that were supposed to break you became the very things that built you into who you are right now. And people feel that. Even people who do not know your story feel it. There is a depth to your presence that draws people in before a single word is exchanged. Your energy arrives before you do. And for certain people, for this specific person, encountering that energy was a moment they will divide their life by. Before they met you. And after. You carry something that is increasingly rare in this world. You are not performing. You are not pretending. What people see with you is what is actually there, and in a world full of filtered and manufactured versions of people, your authenticity is almost jarring. It stops people. It makes them look twice. It makes them think, for the first time in a long time, that something real might actually be possible. What I am also feeling strongly right now is that this person has been through something. Not a small thing. Something that taught them the cost of giving their heart to the wrong person. They know what it feels like to be chosen second. To be kept around but never fully claimed. To be someone's option while quietly making that person their priority. And because of that, they built walls. Good walls. Sensible walls. Walls that kept most people out without much effort. And then there was you. And the walls did not disappear overnight, but something about you made them look at those walls differently. Made them wonder whether keeping every door sealed was protection, or whether it was just another kind of lonely. You made them want to try again. Not recklessly. Not naively. But with their whole heart, the way they always dreamed they could but stopped believing they would. That is the power you hold right now. You are someone's reason to believe again. And they are holding that quietly, sitting with it, figuring out how to tell you. Or working up the courage to show you. I also need to speak to the side of you that is strong. The side of you that does not wait around, does not chase, does not shrink yourself to fit into spaces that were never built for who you really are. Because that is coming through powerfully in your energy today. There is a version of you that people encounter and immediately understand, consciously or not, that you are not someone to be played with. Not someone who can be kept on the back burner while someone figures out what they want. You know your worth. Not in a loud, broadcasting kind of way. In a quiet, settled, I already know kind of way. And that is devastating to the right person. In the best possible sense. This person is drawn to that. The groundedness of you. The fact that you do not need to be convinced of your own value. The fact that you move through the world with a sense of self that most people spend their whole lives chasing. Something about that makes them want to rise. Want to be better. Want to offer you something worthy of the standard you carry. And I feel like you are going to notice a shift soon. If you have not already started to sense it, a change in how this person looks at you, talks to you, shows up around you, it is coming. The energy around it is building. Like pressure before a storm, but the good kind. The kind where the storm clears something stagnant and leaves everything fresh and alive. Let me go a little deeper because there is more here. What is coming through now is an image of two people in a quiet space together. No performance. No audience. Just honest, unhurried conversation that goes on far longer than either of them planned. Where time stops making sense because being present with this person feels more important than watching the clock. That is what this connection is building toward. Not just romantic feeling, though that is very much there, but a genuine knowing of each other. A recognition. There is something about the conversations you two are going to have that is going to shift something in both of you. Where you finish a sentence and they look at you like you just said the thing they have been trying to say their whole life. Where you share something you rarely share with anyone and instead of feeling vulnerable and exposed, you feel seen. Actually seen. Not just the presentable parts of you, all of you. This person wants to know all of you. Not because they are trying to find something wrong, not because they are sizing you up, but because every piece of you they encounter makes them hunger to know the rest. You are genuinely fascinating to them. Not as an object of desire, though that is also very present, but as a human being. As a soul. As someone who makes their own inner world feel richer just by being in it. Now I want to speak to those of you who have been tired. Who have been doing the inner work, holding the faith, choosing yourself over and over again even when no one was applauding the effort. Who have loved people who were not ready. Who have poured into connections that drained more than they gave. Who have spent some quiet evenings wondering whether the kind of love you know you deserve actually exists for someone like you. Hear me when I say this, and I mean this from the deepest place of what is coming through energetically right now. Your waiting was not wasted. Everything you lived through, every situation that did not work out, every heart that did not hold you the way you needed, all of it was redirecting you. Clearing the path. Creating the space. Because the universe does not bring you through that kind of fire unless something extraordinary is waiting on the other side of it. What is being prepared for you is not a consolation prize. It is not a maybe. It is not a half-hearted attempt at connection. What is coming, and some of you already have a quiet knowing about exactly who or what this is something that will make perfect sense of everything that came before. The things that broke your heart were breaking you out of a story that was too small for you. And this new chapter is beginning. Something else that is coming through, and I feel like I need to say it plainly, is that this person talks about you. When you are not around, you are still somehow present in their world. Whether that is them telling a friend about you, trying to explain something about you that they cannot quite put into words, or whether it is them just thinking of you at random moments throughout the day when nothing particularly triggered it. You are living in their mind. You have taken up residence there without even trying, and that terrifies them a little. But it thrills them more. And what is interesting is that the things they love most about you are not necessarily the things people typically list when they talk about attraction. Yes, they find you beautiful, that is without question. But what keeps them up at night is your mind. Your energy. The way you think. The way you move through obstacles. The way you make people around you feel something without even trying. The way you seem to understand things on a level that others are still reaching for. You are someone that a certain kind of person recognizes instantly. And this is that person. They recognized you. And recognition like that does not fade. I am also feeling very strongly that there is a spiritual dimension to this connection that goes beyond the ordinary. Like you have both arrived at this moment carrying exactly the experiences you needed to carry in order to meet each other as you are right now. As whole people. As people who chose growth even when it hurt. And there is something in the universe that has been quietly orchestrating the circumstances of your lives to make this possible. You may have already had a moment, a brief exchange, a glance that lasted a second longer than it needed to, a conversation that took an unexpected turn into something genuine, where something in you went still. Where something below thought registered, this is important. Pay attention. If you have had that moment, hold on to it. It was not your imagination. It was recognition moving through you. And if that moment has not happened yet for you, it is on its way. The energy around it is so close. Like something standing just outside a door, waiting for exactly the right moment to step through. Let me bring through some final messages because there is so much love in this energy right now and I want you to receive all of it. You are being reminded today that you do not have to make yourself smaller to be chosen. The right person will not need you to dim yourself down to feel comfortable with you. The right person will be energized by your fullness. Challenged by your depth. Grateful for your realness. This person, the one whose energy is all over this reading, they are not intimidated by who you are. They are inspired by it. And that distinction matters enormously. You are also being reminded that timing is not a punishment. The fact that this is unfolding the way it is, at the pace it is not the universe withholding from you. It is the universe being precise. Making sure every piece is in place. Because what is being built here is meant to last, and things that are meant to last require a foundation. You are in the foundation stage. It might not be the most dramatic stage. It might not be the stage that makes for the best story at a party. But it is the most important one. And it is happening. And finally, this is the one I really need you to take with you today. You are not too much. You have never been too much. For the wrong people, yes, you were more than they could hold. But that says everything about their capacity and nothing about your worth. The person whose energy surrounds this reading does not find you too much. They find you exactly enough. Actually, they find you beyond what they dreamed they could have. And they are still getting used to the fact that you are real. That you are here. That this is actually happening. They never expected someone like you. Not in this lifetime. Not for them. And now, standing in the reality of who you are, they cannot imagine anyone else. So get ready. Hold your worth. Trust what you feel. Because something beautiful is moving toward you, and it has your name written all over it. I love you all. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next reading.